All right, people, now that you've learned a lot about the LEED system, let's go back to Chapter 1 of the book and talk about the case for becoming a LEED Green Associate. So in the early days, starting in 1998, there was no Green Associate. It was just a LEED Accredited Professional, or AP. But in 2009, the GA was introduced to represent the core concepts of sustainability. So if you pass that exam, which I'm sure you can, that shows that you understand sustainable building and construction practices. So the LEED AP now is more a specialty, could be building design and construction, operation and maintenance, showing a second level of expertise in design and construction that you really need field experience for. So that's the basic history. The Green Associate exam itself is only $100 to take as a student. You're going to sign up as a student, but quite a bit less expensive than if you take it as a professional. And it's 2 hours long, has 100 multiple guess questions, kind of like the style we've been using all semester, and it'd be a good thing to do. Let's take a look at some folks that already have done this. We'll switch. So I've gone to the membership directory here at USGBC and searched for the University of Maine, or just University of Maine, and come up with a whole bunch of folks that have taken this, like Josh and Chris and Anna. I don't know Anna. Spencer definitely did it. Zach. Anyway, you can look people up. There's Isaac. He works for Turner in Boston. Or you can look up by organization. And in this case, I looked at, I filtered it out by the state of Maine and state of Massachusetts. And you see a bunch of contractors and stuff that have done this. Consigli, Walsh, you may know more of these folks, Shawmut, etc. So let's go back to the benefits. Shows that you understand the current green building practices. It's good for job opportunities, job security, and shows that you know how to communicate related to sustainable construction. As you've probably realized, there's a heck of a lot of concepts and terms, vocabulary to learn. So basically, owners want buildings designed, built, and operated by professionals with green building knowledge. That's becoming kind of a de facto standard. So having the GA shows that you really know that. I threw in this cheeseburger thing as an example. So in the first week of class, if I threw this out and said, this, what's this worth? You'd say $5, $6, something like that, right? But if you really think about where that burger, cheese, tomato, lettuce, and bun come from, you might now think about it more like, oh, actually, this costs quite a bit more if we consider the CO2 emissions, the water use, the healthcare costs, because people, if you eat a lot of these, it might not be so good for you. Corn subsidies from the government, deforestation. So in that sense, if you added up all the intrinsic costs that go into creating that burger, it's probably more like $200, right? I saw this at a conference, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I thought it was an interesting example outside of buildings that sort of resonated with me. Anyway, so market areas besides architecture, engineering, and construction, all kinds of stuff. So I noticed that Colby College actually is they're a private institution in Waterville, Maine. There's a lot of folks getting their Green Associate from Colby, but they don't have any engineering, architecture, or construction. So let's quickly go through a bunch of different market areas that folks that might be interested in this. So agriculture, horticulture, natural resources, architecture, business management, construction, culinary and hospitality like hotels, engineering technology, environmental policies, human resources, just about anybody you can think of really. Interior designers, manufacturing, real estate, transportation, just lots and lots of different areas where people might take this. So it's not exclusive to the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. And that's about it.